Men are ruined when they trust fortune instead of arms. No one is coming to save you. The glass shattered long ago, you're still clutching the shards, bleeding into your own hands. You built a life out of comfort, then watched it rot from the inside. You let softness grow in the cracks. You traded steel for silk, vigilance for validation. And when the wolves came, you offered them the keys. Every breath you wasted on wishing, every moment you believed the lie that it will work out, that was the knife sliding between your ribs. Cold stone remembers every step you took into the dark, but you don't. You've rewritten the story to make yourself the victim. But victims die the same way, on their knees. The air is thin here because you've starved your lungs of truth. Weakness isn't stolen, it's surrendered. You've been polite to your executioners. You've let them sip your wine, warm themselves by your fire, eat at your table, all while plotting your burial. Every time you smiled at betrayal, you carved another inch off your own spine. You thought anger was unholy. You were wrong. Anger is the first honest emotion you've had in years. It's the blood returning to a frozen limb. The ones who broke you didn't earn your forgiveness, they earned your absence. This world doesn't reward good intentions, it rewards sharp edges and ruthless memory. The warmth you feel now isn't comfort, it's the fire of what you should have done long ago. No one owes you rescue. Let the heat climb your throat until your voice cuts like broken glass. Burn their names until nothing is left but ash in your mouth. Here's the truth you've avoided. Every chain you wear, you locked yourself. You didn't trip into the trap, you built it. You polished it. You told yourself the chains were jewelry because you were afraid of being alone. You've mistaken stability for safety and routine for purpose. But safety breeds decay. The mirror doesn't care about your reasons, it only shows what's there, a man who made himself small enough to be handled. You've been loyal to people who would leave your body in the street if it meant they could get ahead. Every lie you loved is poison. There's no path back to who you were, he was weak. There is only the road forward, and it is paved with the bones of your old self. Step on them. Hear them crack. Feel nothing. Now strip yourself to the bare frame. Every softness must burn. Start with the habits that kept you tame. Comfort routines, easy indulgences, blind trust. Tear them out like rot from a beam. Breathe the blood-thin air until your lungs remember what struggle tastes like. You will not beg for warmth, you will make fire. You will not search for safety, you will be the danger in the room. Control is your true currency. Train yourself to live without applause. Eat only what hunger demands, not what boredom craves. Speak only when your words land like a blade. Let scarcity shape you until every movement has purpose. This is not punishment, it's construction. You're forging a body that doesn't flinch, a mind that doesn't bargain, a heart that beats only for war. Softness dies in fire. The man you were is unfit for what's coming. Kill him here and step out alone. You have no allies in this rebirth. No one is obligated to witness it. No one is entitled to share it. This is your resurrection, done in silence, in shadow, in solitude. When you walk back into the world, you will not ask for permission to exist. You will be the cold presence that shifts a room without speaking. The shadow that lingers after the flame is gone. The weight that makes others bow without knowing why. Rise alone. Rule in silence. Never be touched again. You are the last wall. Hold. Power is taken, never given back. They broke you because you let them in. A prince must learn to be not good when survival demands it. You've been polite to your executioners. smiling at the ones who sharpened the blade for your throat. You poured them wine with steady hands, knowing they came to carve you apart. And every time you called it keeping the peace, you burned another piece of yourself. You forgot that peace is only kept by those strong enough to crush the threat. Your warmth didn't tame them, it told them you were safe prey. Smoke clings to the air long after the fire. You still reek of it. Every softness they touched became permission. Every kindness you gave was read as weakness. You knew it, and you let it happen. They broke you because you let them in. Anger is the first truth. Let it rise. Let the heat crawl through your chest until it scorches the back of your teeth. The old you wanted to be understood, the new you wants nothing but the burn. They don't get to keep the name they spat on. They don't get to hold the version of you that bent to please them. Forgiveness is a leash. Cut it. You've been taught that rage will consume you. Good. Let it eat the parts of you that begged. Let it strip the voice that asked why instead of how to end it. Let the heat shimmer until it distorts their faces in your memory. Let it burn until you're clean. The man they knew is already ash, they just don't know it yet. There's nothing in the past worth saving. Every rope you left behind will only drag you back into the pit. You are not obligated to keep anything that once owned you. Not the habits. Not the places. Not the people. You've been conditioned to believe that erasing yourself is cruelty. They lied. The real cruelty is living as a ghost in your own body. Every time you answer to that old name, you kneel. And kneeling is no longer in your blood. Forgiveness is the grave of the strong. This isn't a gentle goodbye, it's an execution. Kill the name they whispered when they mocked you. And when the silence falls, do not fill it. Stand in it. Rule from it. Steel yourself in the fire you set. Control it. Make it your forge. Heat without discipline burns everything. Heat with precision makes weapons. Your habits are the raw steel. Hammer them until they hold shape. Stand where the smoke blinds you, and learn to navigate without sight. Move with intent, not reaction. You are no longer the man who answered every call. You decide who hears your voice. Control is your true currency. Train your tongue to stay behind your teeth. Choose silence until it's time to strike. The fire is no longer rage, it's the glow of something sharpened. Keep it alive, but never let it burn your grip. The heat shimmer is your cloak. It distorts what they think they see. And when they finally approach, thinking you're harmless, let them touch the blade. Everything easy is a trap. From this day, you answer to no name they gave you. You are not theirs to summon, to shape, to claim. Your identity is forged in smoke and silence, in fire that never dies. When they call, you do not come. When they beg, you do not listen. You are the black mark on their memory, the proof they can't control everything. Erase the name. Keep the crown. Burn the rest. Only answer to the man you built. Let the ashes speak for you. The comfort that killed you is still in your eyes. He who deceives will always find someone who lets himself be deceived. You lied to yourself longer than they lied to you. The ice doesn't care for your stories. It reflects everything, the cracks, the stains, the cowardice. You can't blink fast enough to unsee it. You've built your life on explanations no one asked for. Every word you told yourself was meant to soften the blow, not stop it. The mirror doesn't care about your reasons. It shows the truth the way a blade shows its edge. The comfort that killed you is still in your eyes. You kept it there like a secret, hoping no one would notice. But the mirror noticed. And now, so do you. This is the last place you can hide. And here, even shadows abandon you. The mirror is never wrong. You want to smash the reflection. You want to shatter the face staring back. But breaking the glass doesn't change what it showed you. Your anger isn't at the mirror, it's at yourself. At the man who built the cage, decorated it, and then cried for freedom. You told yourself you were trapped by circumstance. Lies. You are the architect of every cage you live in. The lock fits your hand perfectly because you made it. And now, staring into the ice, you see the truth. They only treated you as small because you made yourself small. You thought you were protecting yourself. You were polishing your prison. Excuses are elegant poisons. They taste sweet, they kill slow, and you drank them willingly. The silence around you is heavy now. Dead silence, no applause, no pity. This is where men either rebuild or dissolve. You can't negotiate with rot. You can't reason with the infection. It has to be cut out, with cold hands and colder resolve. Stop pretending that certain corners of you are fine. They're not fine. They're corroding. And the longer you keep them, the more they own you. Every truth you hide owns you. The mirror won't soften the edges for your comfort. It shows you as you are, and it will keep showing you until you change. You swore you'd never become this man. But here you are. Face him. Name him. Then erase him. Stop negotiating with your rot. Strip away the lies, one by one. Let the reflection become sharper with every layer you remove. This is not self-love. This is self-audit under a blade. You will keep what is hard, what is necessary, what is unbreakable. Everything else burns. Your habits will change first. The way you wake, the way you speak, the way you move, all redesigned to cut weakness out. Stand in the ice until you no longer flinch. Let the cold seep into your bones until it feels like home. Control your breathing, your hunger, your gaze. When you meet the eyes in the mirror again, they will not belong to the same man. They will belong to a creature shaped in dead silence, untouched by pity. This is the new architecture: steel walls, narrow gates, no welcome mat. Softness dies here, and nothing soft is invited back in. Face the man you swore you'd never become, and kill him. Do it without ceremony. Do it without witnesses. The mirror isn't there to comfort you, it's there to challenge you. Each time you look, you will answer one question: am I worth surviving? If the answer is no, you go back to the cold until it changes. Never leave the mirror until it fears you. Let the reflection bow first. Become the man the glass cannot hold. Comfort was the poison you begged for. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. A man without scarcity rots. You've lived in the warmth too long. Soft beds, full plates, endless distractions to keep you docile. Every comfort you embraced dulled your instincts. Every abundance you clung to made your edge rust. Comfort was the poison you begged for. You thought it was kindness, it was a slow execution. The hammer doesn't strike gold because it loves it, it strikes to shape it. Scarcity is the forge, and you are the raw metal. Without pressure, you remain shapeless. Without deprivation, you never learn what you can endure. The world will not hand you strength, it will hand you weight and expect you to carry it. Starvation makes the hunter. If you want to hunt, you must first go hungry. If you want to rule, you must first walk alone. You should be furious at the life that kept you fed but made you weak. Anger at the abundance that took your claws. Rage at the system that sold you softness as success. The anvil waits for no man. You either arrive ready to be struck, or you are shattered in the first blow. Stop blaming the fire for burning you. Blame yourself for walking into it unprepared. Control what you give and what you take. Your resources, your time, your body, they are no one's property but yours. And if someone demands them without paying the price, let them bleed for it. Control is your true currency. In scarcity, every movement is calculated. Every step is deliberate. Every strike is aimed to break, not to impress. Abundance makes the hunter lazy. Scarcity keeps the blade in his hand. Pain isn't the enemy, it's the architect. Repetition is the mason. Together they build the fortress you will live in. The sparks that fly from the hammer aren't accidents, they are proof of shaping. You will not grow in comfort, and you will not endure in ease. The road to mastery is paved in days no one sees, in nights no one applauds. Softness dies in fire. You must stop fearing the grind, stop treating struggle like a disease. Struggle is the blueprint. Every hour you deny yourself what is easy, you add another layer of armor. Every sacrifice is another brick in the wall they can't scale. The man you were, indulgent, distracted, restless, cannot survive in this new structure. You will cut him out like rot, and you will not mourn him. Everything easy is a trap. The forge is not a place you visit. It is where you live now. Every morning, you wake under the weight of discipline. Every night, you sleep under the roof you built with your own hands. Your food is earned. Your water is rationed. Your words are rare. Scarcity forces you to value each one. The hammer strikes again and again, not until you're tired, but until you're shaped. And when the sparks fly, you do not flinch. You welcome them. You understand now that fear and pain are not warnings, they are teachers. You have no time for luxury, you have no patience for waste. You keep your circle small and your perimeter tight. If they want to see you, they climb the wall. If they want to know you, they pay in loyalty, not in words. This is not cruelty, this is economy. And the currency is strength. From this day forward, every part of you will be tested. No limb, no thought, no heartbeat escapes the trial. Leave no part of yourself untested. If it breaks, rebuild it. If it resists, sharpen it. The forge never lies. It shows what is strong and what must be reforged. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Verify. Live in the forge until the world fears your shape. Stay hungry. Stay sharp. Stay untouchable. Only scarcity makes kings. The man they broke spoke too much. A wise man does at once what the fool does at last. Power speaks loudest when it says nothing. But you couldn't stop speaking. Every fear, every doubt, every plan poured into the wrong ears. You mistook noise for strength, thinking your words could shield you. Instead, they bled you dry. The man they broke spoke too much. He gave away his moves before he made them. He gifted his enemies the map to his walls. Every word you throw into the air is a feather you can't retrieve. And once the wind takes it, it lands where it wants. Velvet weight, that is what true silence feels like. Heavy enough to hold a room. Sharp enough to cut without a sound. Silence is a blade. And you've been dull for too long. You should burn with anger for every secret you handed away for free. Every moment you filled with pointless chatter instead of letting them drown in the quiet. The loud man bleeds power in every sentence. He exposes himself in the desperate need to be heard. And the world takes advantage of that need, it always will. You think stillness is weakness because it makes them uneasy. Good. Stillness makes predators restless. They start to wonder what you know, what you're planning, what you've seen that they haven't. The gold edge of power isn't in the crown, it's in the pause before you speak. Stillness is strategy. Stop feeding them your presence like scraps from the table. Let them hunger for it instead. Every word has a cost, and you've been spending like a fool. Speech is a leak in power. The wise man holds his tongue until the exact moment his words become a weapon. The fool fires arrows blindly, hoping one will land. You've been the fool. A wise man does at once what the fool does at last. Verify. You've waited too long to master silence, but it's not too late to rule with it. From this day, every sentence must be weighed, measured, sharpened. If it doesn't serve your throne, it dies in your throat. They can't fight what they can't read, and they can't read what you don't reveal. Your silence is not absence, it's an ambush. A trap they walk into, smiling, unaware. You will rebuild your language from the ground up. You will speak less and mean more. Every time you open your mouth, it will be with the weight of a king placing a seal. Velvet weight, heavy, deliberate, final. Conversations become tests. You measure them, gauge them, decide if they are worth the coin of your words. You leave gaps in your speech for others to fill with their own confessions. Your silence becomes a mirror. They see themselves in it, and in their reflection, they give you everything. You will sit on the gold edge of the throne, watching, listening, cataloging every detail. The hush is your territory. You own it. The man who owns the silence owns the table. Let them squirm under your gaze. Let them fumble for approval. Let them break themselves trying to guess your thoughts. Silence is not for the weak. It is a crown only kings can carry. The weight of it breaks the unworthy. From now on, you speak only to shape outcomes. Every other time, you let the hush work for you. They will call you cold. They will call you arrogant. Let them. They are only reacting to the power they can't touch. Wear the crown, rule in the hush. Speak rarely. Rule always. Let silence finish the kill.